State Champs Sports Network is presented by Florence Technological University. You can play sports at the next level. Go to LTURecruitYourself.com today. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by Alta Equipment, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider, proudly representing the industry's top brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. Warrior Hockey. Breakthrough. The Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. For schedule, scores, and standings, go to the hub, MIHSHockeyHub.com. Reaction Technologies. Up your game. Go to ReactionTechSports.com for more information. Lakemore Resort is a luxury lakefront property located 15 minutes from Traverse City. Open year-round. Go to LakemoreResort.com to book your stay. And the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Our final game of this fantastic tournament, the Rick Denowith Showcase up here in Traverse City. And we've got a good one for you as TC West takes on Plymouth. Along with my broadcast partner, Mike Iveso, my name is Sean Belegian. Mike had a fantastic time up here. One more game to go.
Yep, and with TC West, last year we were up here, Sean, Kalen Ray stood out, and he's doing it again, leading the team with 15 points.
And for Plymouth, this has been a process. I like the direction this team is going. An opportunity to make a statement today.
Yeah, and keep an eye on their top line. Not only are all three players their leading scorers, but they bring the energy, and the team feeds off them.
Plymouth, TC West, next. It's Game Time Live on the State Champs Network.
At Alta Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Sonnenbogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alta Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Out here, it's not just about the hustle. It's about breaking the game. Every single day. Zeroing in on what we want, putting a target on it, and hitting the bullseye. Over and over again, because second best, that's for somebody else's story. The fire that fuels us, the bond that unites us, we don't just play the game. We set it ablaze. We break through.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
And welcome back in our final game of the weekend here, and what a weekend it's been at the Denoweth North-South High School Hockey Showcase. The Plymouth from Wildcats taking on the Titans from Traverse City West. Along with my broadcast partner, Mike Iveso, my name is Sean Belegian. And Mike, we've had a fun weekend, but we're not done just quite yet.
Now, and I'm excited. This is going to be my first look at Plymouth since the KLA MIHL Showcase, and my first look at Traverse City West since we were up here last year and we got to see them. And one of the players I just pointed out to you that I'm excited to see because he stood out last year is that goaltender, Alonzo is what we're going to call him, right? Yeah. And I've got to say, Sean, as a guy that has trouble growing hair, the hair coming out of that goalie's helmet looking quite like a lion's mane, might we say, it is something to be had. Usually you see that in the players, but we've got a goalie with a lion's mane haircut, and he impressed us last year. Let's see if he can double down on that performance tonight.
And there's a good look right there with the kid cam. We are just moments away from the puck drop here. Of course, before we get things started, why don't we take a pause and honor our nation with our national anthem. Here we go, about to drop the puck here. What a fantastic weekend this is. Folks, if you haven't had a chance to come up here for this one, I highly recommend it. As a matter of fact, why don't we put in our request right now as we look at John Kidd and the Kid Cam. Hello, John Kidd. Why don't we put our request in right now to John Watson that, John Watson, can we please come back next year? As we take a look at the Plymouth bench, getting ready for this one. There is Alonzo in that Lions mane. Something about the Lions gets everybody excited right about now, the way the Lions are playing.
With their mane in their pride, and they're going around, just like how prideful Alonzo's going to be in that net making saves, and then all of a sudden, Sean, it's roar, and you just never know what's going to happen.
No, you don't, Mike. There's no doubt about that. We are underway here. The finale of the Denoweth North-South Showcase, and it's Plymouth on it early. Taken away by the Titans, however. Into the neutral zone. Plymouth has to take over in their own zone. Now trying to break out. Look at everybody back for TC West, Mike. Circling, looking, just dumping it back in deep. This time an opportunity to get it out, that Sherpasma. And here comes Toten. Into the neutral zone. Oh, here's a chance here for Plymouth. A little speed driving hard to the net. Good job staying home, though, Nice defensive play there to avert trouble. Just underway here, Plymouth and Traverse City West. Traverse City West, of course, in those white jerseys with the green and gold trim. Plymouth, the black jerseys with the gray. Giveaway here. High slot, big stop there. First one of the night.
A little bit of an unforced error there in their own zone, but that's what TC West is going to sit back and try to feed off of.
Keep an eye on a couple of different defenders. We'll develop that story as we go along. As now a couple of Wildcats able to come out. Get to the dot, centering pass. Oh, Alonzo had to be careful there as that puck took a strange bounce. Here's one of the defenders that coaches were raving about. Drew Charlin, wearing the number 11. Paired with Callan Ray. And Mike, you remember Callan Ray from last year. How exciting was he?
He was a standout player, one of their top players, and already this year, 15 points leading this team.
There's Ray giving chase. Knocks it into the corner. Centering pass. No one home. Just squeaks out of the zone. Zachary Wansel has to go back and pick that puck up. And now TC West comes the other way. Shot from about 45 feet. No problem there for Liam, and they get the stop. 14:27 to go here, Mike, in this first period. No score.
It's what we commonly see when we do these games, Sean, a little feeling out period with teams trying to figure out what line combinations they want to do and how they want to attack this game. But if there's one thing we know about Plymouth, they want to bring the energy and speed to all their attacks, offensive and defensive.
So Sherpasma is going to stay in there as well. Braden Irvin gets thrown out. They both get thrown out this time. How about that? Controlled by Plymouth. Backhand by Fitchett. To the line and just over the line before it's forced back in. Fitchett gives chase, and it's chipped into the neutral zone. Real estate hard to come by, Mike, so far in this one.
The neutral zone's kind of tied up, and there's not much room to do anything. I expect to see some stretch passes or some speed to that neutral zone to loosen things up.
Trying to get a little something going there is Clark. Giveaway there. Got a man open. Far side. 3 Wildcats with him. Puck goes in behind the net, but controlled by TC West. That's Ray. Ray knocks it into the neutral zone. Now D-to-D for Plymouth. Stretch pass doesn't work. Taken over by Heller. Back into the neutral zone. Here comes Mondro. Mondro on a good rush there. Good play by Heller to kind of force him outside. Puck bounces dangerously into the high slot area, but opportunity now for TC West. Backhanding it forward as Counselor. In back behind the net. Plymouth gets there first, though. Avoiding a hit with 13 minutes to go here in this first period. Back behind the net again. Zachary Wansel, big defender. Looking to skate that out. Boy, he's got a big body, but look at him move, Mike. Comes in, throws it on the backhand.
A little help from a pick there, let's get in the way.
Plymouth trying to keep the puck in deep. Big battle behind the net. Without a stick is Barrett Shook, the sophomore. They get it out. And again, that big body defenseman, the sophomore Zachary Wansel, gives chase. Stops, backhands it up the near boards, finds his man. They finally get it back out into the neutral zone, and TC West says, well, we're just going to shoot it right back in again. Wansel's been out there for a long time. Gets some support on the far side boards by Darty. Darty gets it out, but promptly pumped back in by Charlin.
I think this is playing right into TC West's hand, Sean. A mucky kind of game, not a lot of room out there. fits more their style than the speed and energy of Plymouth.
And that is going to be called on the icing. Hey, Game Time Live is powered by Alta Equipment Company. Alta Equipment knows when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment partners with the biggest names in construction with industry-leading service and support. Give them a call, 844-GO-TO-ALTA.
A lot of thanks to the people of Alta for helping us and our crew get out here.
No doubt about that. Fitchett behind his own net, but taken over by TC West. Backhand pass, nobody home in the corner. Plymouth tries to get there first. It's Schwartz, and an opportunity to get it out. But TC West takes over, and it's Callan Ray shooting it back in deep. Fine-looking senior defenseman for this TC West squad. Now wing to wing, an opportunity to get in the zone, but Charland is there. Spin move. Goes past a man. Look at Charland leading this rush. Charland all by his lonesome. Charland holding, firing, just missing. Ray up there with them as well. Those are two defenders, Mike.
It's not often you see the two defensemen leading the rush. But not only that, but they're out every other shift. These guys are logging some ice tonight.
Now it's Robertson trying to get something going. Robertson powers it towards the middle. Nobody home, though. Wildcats an opportunity to clear it out. Far wing, and they do. But it's Ray again, the dangerous defenseman. Callan Ray takes it wide. Still holding on to the puck. Still holding on to the puck. Back in behind the net. Plays it back to Ray. Ray, the defenseman. Pinned along the boards. But taken over by TC West. Shot comes in. Big stop there. Low shot. Ray able to keep it in at the line. And now pumped back in by Counselor. Ray takes it over again. Ray with a shot. Low shot. Kicked away by Villalobos. Ray stops it at the line again. That shot partially blocked. Rebound comes in. Oh, didn't miss by much. That's Counselor. Good shift here. And icing is going to be called the other way, Mike.
Number 16, Counselor's really used his body and size to his advantage out here today. Just a sophomore, but yet he's making a name for himself right now. Also, I would like to say the pressure and the placement of where TC West is on their forecheck, a lot of unforced turnovers, Sean.
4-0 shots on goal for the home team. No score on the board yet. 9:55 to go here. He's Mike Ivesel. I'm Sean Belegian. Plymouth looking to get that offense going. TC West doing a good job. Everybody coming back. That shot comes in. No problem for Alonso. Whistle blows. And the draw will stay deep in the Titan zone.
It's kind of similar to the game we saw last year with TC West, Sean. A whole lot of Callan Ray on the offensive side, and then when it comes down the other way, saves by Alonso.
Well, we'll take a look at this. Dominic DiMaggio is going to be taking this draw for Plymouth. Kind of lay at the dot for just a second, still laying free. Shot comes in off the draw. Oh, it was DiMaggio following up. Still on it. Good hard work by Plymouth, but an opportunity to skate out now. Seaforth takes it wide. Still holding on, still holding on. Back to the point now. Heller. Heller's going to try to pump it in deep. See if something works there. Got a whistle back in behind the net, and they're going to blow it on the hand.
Hand pass. As this game gets along and players are shuffling in and out of shifts and they're getting to the bench, I expect to see the Plymouth coaches talking to their guys about being a little bit more active in their zone. Standing still is allowing Traverse City to move and contain that puck.
Big draw here. Kept in by Plymouth. In back behind the net. Ray on it now. Ray starts one way, goes the other way to Charland. Charland head up, good rush. Mason now. Chips it in deep. Robertson gives chase. Plymouth with an opportunity to get it out. Looking for that pass. Ray knocks it back in. TC West has to touch up, however. Giving them a chance to get out. 8.5 to go here, Mike. No score between these two, TC West and the Plymouth Wildcats.
TC West is really carrying the play here and keeping the Plymouth kind of pinned in their zone a little bit, not giving them a chance to use that energy and speed.
Chris Mason circling behind that Plymouth net. Centering pass, nobody home, chipped out. That's DiCarlo. They've been hemmed in their own end quite a bit here. Chadwick trying to change that. Goes the other way, no one there. Chadwick on it again. Plays it up to the line, but not out. Kept right in by Heller. Into the corner of a swift-moving first period. Now, an opportunity to skate it out. Chadwick does just that. A little too deep, but playing it towards the front of the net. Titans doing a good job of keeping everything to the outside. Opportunity, left dot, scores!
Oh,
left-handed shot. Looked like Alonso got a piece of it, but bounced straight up. Mike, here's the replay.
Oh, we got 11. We got James Darty here. Make no mistake. Again, sometimes, Sean, it's not how hard you shoot it, but how quick it comes off of your stick. And it looks to seems that maybe we found another 6-hole. Nice pass by 18, Braden Irvine. And that's one that Alonso's going to want back. He just didn't get that arm closed quick enough as it came up off his stick.
So Plymouth strikes first on only their second shot on goal. 1-0 Wildcats. We'll wait for the official call, but I believe that's number 11, Adrian Clark. It is indeed by number 11, Adrian Clark. Where Zeka with an assist as well. Puck comes to the line, no. TC West. Charlin just shoots it in. Misses everything. Finally an opportunity to get it out. Wildcats, they do. But taken right over by Drew Charlin. Good-looking junior defenseman. To the line, kept in by Charland. Coming in deep as well as Mason. Mason centering pass. No one there, though. To the line, kept in by Ray. Shot comes in. Rebound lay there for a second. Oh, baby. Good job by the defender, Quinn Fitchett, to stay home and impede a potential shot. Another low shot. And they had to be very careful there. Warrior Hockey is a proud partner of state champs in the Hockey Player of the Year and Wall Awards. Warrior Hockey, breakthrough.
Just got to give credit to the TCW team, Sean. They're just in the right place to intercept those passes from the Plymouth defensemen. And that's creating all this pressure off of what was looking like a little momentum on that goal that their first line finally broke through and got.
High off the glass, can't get it out, finally get it out, but on it again is TC West. Plymouth takes this in the neutral zone. Coming the other way, it's Wansel. He gets it knocked away, so Chadwick tries. Dumps it in from center ice. Little dump and chase here. Back in behind his own net is Heller. He loses it for a moment. An opportunity here for Mason. Big hit at the line, and Plymouth has to come back in numbers to stop that rush. 5.5 to go here. First period. Plymouth on top of TC West by a score of 1-0. Chadwick chips it along the boards, back into the neutral zone, but Drew Charlin starts one way, starts the other. Look at him spin. Whirling dervish, if you will. Passes it up, Shook. Shook with a low shot. Rebound opportunity goes wide. Good effort there by Carter Carroll to even get a stick on that. TC West buzzing a little bit here, Mike.
And again, another turnover that they're causing with the forecheck and where they are with their system. It's really causing problems for Plymouth getting out of their zone. Oh.
Now DiCarlo. He's down low. Wildcats try to get something going the other way, Mike. Chipped along the boards, but not out at the line. Battle there. Getting some support back to the line, and now finally knocked away. Icing waved off. Schwartz comes back. He's got a lot of space. One pass back into the neutral zone. Backhand attempt to swat it in. Doesn't work. Callan Ray picks that up. Callan Ray, he coughs it up in the neutral zone. And so they try again. Do the Titans. Jack Sherpsma knocks it in deep. He's still on it. Finally, an outlet pass looking for a home run pass. Nice play by the defender, Osmolski, to stop that potential breakaway. Good work here. Wing open. Got a couple players out there. Pitch it. Throws it in deep. Back to the point to Quinn, wearing the captain. Wrist shot high off the back of the glass into the netting. Referee says play it, and they do. Finally, an opportunity to get the puck out of the zone.
That was a nice outlet pass by Quinn Fitchett to get this top line of Irvine and Wercheka going, and they had the forecheck and contained it just a little bit in their zone.
Here comes Charlin. He gives it up to Robertson. Back to Ray. So much of what they do goes through these two defenders, Mike, and rightfully so. Two good puck-moving defenders wearing the 10 and the 11. Plymouth with an opportunity to clear it out, they do. Trying to play it to himself is Wojciechka. Now far side. There's Charlin with the shot. Nifty glove stop there, huh? Lakemore Resort is a luxury lakefront property located only 15 minutes from Traverse City. Each of the 7 homes feature state-of-the-art hot tubs and on-site boat rental, making it the perfect location for large families, couples, or corporate groups. Open year-round. Go to lakemoreresort.com for more info. Had a great time there. Cannot thank the great folks here at the Denowith North-South High School Hockey Showcase for their hospitality. My goodness. 2:20 left. Giving chase in his own zone is Charland. Coming near side now, rolling all the way down on edge, causing Chadwick to get on his horse behind his own net. Still on its edge. Gets to the line and pumped into neutral zone. Look at Charlin. Nice spin move. You've seen him do that a couple times. Plays it to himself. Charlin looking. Saucer pass. High slot. Hit something on the way there. Had to make a big stop. But I tell you what, Liam's had to make a couple big stops down there, right?
Yeah, and I tell you, every time Ray and Charland are on the ice, that the ice is tilted towards TCW, and they're getting all their offensive chances.
Nice move coming in, giving himself an opportunity is Darty. Just couldn't connect on that pass. Now coming the other way. Boy, they had a man breaking, didn't they? Coming from the far side. Now working it down low. Puck lay there for a second. It's cast aside for the moment. Osmolski throws it in deep. Working down low is Robertson. Opportunity for Wildcats to skate it out. Here they come with speed. Backhand. Throwing it to the wing. Nobody was home. Kept in at the point, though. Fitchett. Fitchett with the shot. Last minute of play. 50 seconds left in this first period with Plymouth up 1-0. Buck in behind the net. Trying to get a cycle going here. Plymouth picks it up. Power move out in front. Bodies flying. The puck back in behind the net, though. To the point. Fitchett with the shot. Once again, they're going to try it again, this time down low. Can't get it through with 20 seconds remaining in this first period. Shot comes in. This time, Alonso says, enough of that. I'm going to glove this and get the draw.
And rightfully so. So we're seeing a battle of two things right now, Sean. When Charlotte and Ray are on the ice, it's tilted TCW, and they're getting the offensive chances. When Plymouth can get their top line of Wojciechka, Clark, and Irvine out there, the ice tilts the other way, and Plymouth has the puck down in the offensive zone a little bit more, and you see that energy that they bring to this game.
16.4 seconds remaining. Plymouth wins the draw. It lay there in the dot. And finally, an opportunity for TC West to come the other way. That's Griffin Osmolski. He's just going to shoot it in deep. First man there is Stabnik. Wyatt Stabnik runs out the clock, and that's going to do it for the first period. Coming up in the first intermission, we'll head to the State Champs studio for Hockey Time as John Kidd and myself break the latest top 25 rankings down, and we'll recap the opening period here on State Champs Game Time Live.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Bogan, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Out here, it's not just about the hustle. It's about breaking the game. Every single day. Zeroing in on what we want, putting a target on it, and hitting the bullseye. Over and over again, because second best, that's for somebody else's story. The fire that fuels us, the bond that unites us, we don't just play the game. We set it ablaze. We break through.
Sean, your new top 25 rankings have just come out, and Detroit Catholic Central is number one once again.
Yeah, you know what? You have to put them on that pedestal. I think the last one that we did was very, very close. I had made the comment that I could understand if you wanted to say Heartland number one. I could understand that. And don't get me wrong, it's not like Heartland's going anywhere. They're going to be very dangerous.
They're number two.
Yeah, but right now, make no mistake about it, I think the undisputed number one in the state is Catholic Central.
And a big win over Orchard Lake St. Mary's over the weekend.
Yeah, and by all accounts, it was one of those games that, what else would you expect? The Eaglets played them very tough, but CC pulled away as the game went on. Came away with a convincing win. And, John, the last couple of weeks, that's a good thing about the holidays. While you and I don't have a chance to get together to do this, you and I are chatting. I know you've been to a bunch of games. I've been to a bunch of games. It was great to go out and see St. Clair Shores and Chip Valley on Saturday night. There's so much good hockey being played, man.
And speaking of Chip Valley, we covered them against Stony Creek. So what do you like about Chip Valley?
You know what? I think you start Cam Steskowski's a good-looking player. We've talked about him. They stayed the course. Early on in that game, it looked like that might be a Smythe Division game. And what I mean by that is, the 9-7, 8-6 game and everything, but they battened down the hatches. I think conversely, there are a lot of really nice pieces out in St. Clair Shores. I think they have the goaltending that could make them very intriguing come playoff time. It's about getting in that right space with their goaltending, though, because, in particular, Will Young's a guy that was out in the summer at the MDHL. I think the play is there. So two teams to keep an eye on, certainly as we draw ever closer to the playoff.
We have talked about Brighton and Heartland a lot on this show. In Livingston County, there is the Howell Highlanders. They are now up to 3 after their win over Flint Powers.
And I'll tell you what, you could make the argument right now that they might be number 2. With all due respect to Heartland. I mean, Keith Robertson's done a fantastic job, and so much of it comes back to goaltending. Lansky's been outstanding, make no mistake about that, but you keep hearing the same thing from everybody that plays them is they play the right way, they come at you hard, et cetera, et cetera. So Howell really is a team to watch. And let's not forget, John, a lot of youngsters on that team as well. So that makes them very, very intriguing.
So is there a lot of sophomores that are going to be juniors?
Yeah, you could play that game. We could do that old bit again for sure. Yeah. But no, you know what? Hey, again, we've talked about it so much the last few years. There's a lot of good happening out in Livingston County, and certainly you never, ever can forget about Brighton, because we're getting very close to that time again, John, where we're going to sit back and say, well, it's Brighton. Nobody should be surprised when Kurt Kavisto has them popping a game or two that maybe a lot of people didn't see them popping.
And how about Houghton? They beat your number 2 team in the state in Heartland over the holiday break, and then they beat Brighton over the weekend, and Novi.
I'm going to tell you right now.
And they're now up to 7.
I'm going to tell you right now, Mike is a guy that deserves some Coach of the Year consideration. He's done a fantastic job. Everybody talked about their losses. They've had so many losses really for a couple of years in a row, but I think what some people forgot to do is talk about some of the guys coming back and how they took the next step. I think Connor Arco is a guy. DeForge is a guy. More on him later. And the one thing that I think was the biggest question is who's going to fill the role of a darn good goaltender? And they're getting good goaltending right now. Look out, the Gremlins are back. I think people thought they were going to take a step back this year. Not so fast. The Gremlins are a team to be reckoned with again in D3.
We had 2 teams out on the west side that played over the weekend. It was Byron Center and Caledonia. We have heard a lot about Caledonia. We've covered Byron Center in our Game Time Live broadcast against Northville. It was a 4-4 game on Saturday.
And you know what? That is a perfect matchup because you have the established. Not that long ago, Byron Center was the cute team. Everybody going, oh, I've heard some good things about them. And obviously they fulfilled their destiny. In Caledonia, the Scots were the same way. Johnny, I'm sure you heard the same thing that I heard. I had multiple coaches from other schools hit me up and say, look out, this team's legitimate. How else was it going to end? A 4-4 tie. Byron Center's going to be all right. You know that's a team that's going to be a team to be reckoned with. But if you aren't in yet on the Caledonia Scots, you better wake up. There's some good things happening for them.
Last couple of years we have talked about Clarkston. They made it to the Final Four last year in Division I. They are now in your top 25 rankings at 15, and you also have Jeffers in the rankings and Midland Dow.
Let me start with Clarkston. You knew that they were going to get right. That's the one thing about the usual suspect mantra that we throw out there. They're going to find a way, and so much of it starts with coaching. I can't say enough about Coach Breyer. I've had multiple coaches, and I'm telling you, this rings for me. It should ring for everybody. When other coaches are telling you, look out for this team, look out for that team, that should tell you all you need to know, and Clarkston's backing it up. Johnny, Midland Dow, I'm glad that you brought up Midland Dow. That's a really good story. Take a look at what they've been able to do so far. I think they deserved it, John. And, another team up in the UP, man, and again, I'm going to repeat the same line. Multiple guys said, keep an eye on Jeffers. And Johnny,
they're 11-1 on the year. And to see Sean's full top 25 rankings, you can head to the website at statechampsnetwork.com.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Lieboy, Sennebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Out here, it's not just about the hustle. It's about breaking the game. Every single day. Zeroing in on what we want, putting a target on it, and hitting the bullseye. Over and over again, because second best, that's for somebody else's story. The fire that fuels us, the bond that unites us, we don't just play the game. We set it ablaze. We break through.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
And welcome back into Center Ice Arena in beautiful Traverse City, Michigan. Second period about to start here with Plymouth on top, 1-0. Mike Iveso shots on goal in favor of the home team by a margin of 9-5. But it was Plymouth that takes the 1-0 lead into period two.
Yes. Sean, as we get ready to start this second period of just a great weekend, can I ask you a question?
You can ask me any question you want, pal.
Let's pretend a scenario where you're camping with three of your friends.
Yep.
And your friends look at you and ask you, what was your highlight of that first period? What did you see?
You know what? I saw two really good defensemen on one team getting a lot of things going for Traverse City West. And I saw Plymouth doing what they could to get things going the other way and kind of battling a storm, so to speak, and finding a way to take a lead.
I like that. And what I would like out of that is you said it to all three friends.
Yes.
Right?
All
now
three
you
friends.
Didn't pull one and say
all
it was
three
him
friends.
or it was him. All three friends
that's
get
exactly
the same
it.
story.
I'm covering all the bases.
And the reason I bring that up is I saw what your three friends saw. The same thing you're talking about, Sean.
Good. And now looking for their first goal. TC West trying to camp deep in that Plymouth zone. Opportunity to get it out, though, they do. With speed, Adrian Clark. He's got the goal. 1-0 Wildcats. After 17 minutes of play, just underway here in the second. Here's Clark. He's been dangerous tonight. Clark with the shot. Deflected down in front. Puck lay there dangerously for a second. Now stepping in to keep it in. That's Schwartz. On it again. Throwing it back in behind the net. Clark with speed. We've seen that speed a little bit here tonight, Mike. Centering pass, nobody home. This time Ray with an opportunity to knock it into the neutral zone. Comes right back to Ray. Sends it to his defense partner, Charlin. In deep. And Adrian Clark, long shift. Pass out into the neutral zone. Callan Ray tried to knock it out, but forced back into his own zone to play. That is Robertson. Along the near boards in front of the Plymouth bench. Now, coming the other way is Mason. Mason gives it up. With speed the other way. Hudson Robertson into the corner. He's got support from Counselor. Shot from 58 feet blocked. Halfway there. TC West doing a good job to keep it in. Now, finally, Plymouth gets it out. Couple players giving chase down there. Darty, one of them. He was in a foot race with Osmolski. Now coming back behind his own net is Heller. Right back to Heller now. Pass along the near boards to the line, but not out just yet. Now finally squeaks out. Chadwick goes cross ice. That pass nearly picked off. Plymouth with 3. Shot comes in, kicked away by Alonso. There's another opportunity. High slot going down and getting a piece of that. Good job there. Heller giving up the body, Mike.
Yeah, you hear the cheers coming from the bench. Your boys love it when you go down and sacrifice your body for the team.
Heller going to knock it in deep and go change. Plymouth trying to skate it out. Moving the slot area. Backhand into the neutral zone and promptly shot back in. Shooting it on the net, though. Liam had to be on his toes down there. That pass doesn't connect, and it goes the length of the ice for an icing. 13:45 to go here in this second period.
It's going to be interesting as this period goes along. We started the period off with the first time we'd seen the matchup of the top 2D, Charlin and Ray, against the top line of Plymouth with Warzeka, Clark, and Irvine. And they kind of neutralized each other. And now, as this game goes along, if that's the matchup you're going to have, who else is going to step up as they're trying to keep each other off the board?
Yeah, goaltender wasn't set yet. He was tying his laces as Plymouth started to go the other way.
Okay. I thought it was going to be some time management or clock management that got messed up there, and we know we've had several conversations about that today.
We'll do it all over again. By the way, NFL playoffs, the Houston Texans with a 25-12 lead over the Los Angeles Chargers. A scoregami? We might have to look that up. Is 25-12 a scoregami? It might be.
With that 2-point return of the extra point.
Giveaway there, Mike. High slot area. Puck comes in deep. Can't do anything with it. Ray skates away. Ray leading this rush. Tries to center it. Nobody home. Still impeding. Gets it in deep, however. Trip in the corner. And Plymouth allowed to come away with it. Puck comes back into the corner. Ray first one there. Big battle, just a few feet inside that zone. Ray on it again. Starts one way, now the other. Ray trying to go up the middle. This puck is going to go too far and is called on the icing.
He tried a little sand wedge there, put a little spin on it, see if he could get it to slow down and get his forechecker in on that puck, but it was unsuccessful. Well, here now, we don't have the matchup, but we have Plymouth's top line out here. They've had a lot of offensive chances once they got it started in about the middle of the first period. Let's see if they can do something without Ray or Charland on the ice.
12:45 to go here in this second period. Still 1-0. The play called at the line.
With the whistle, let's see if TC West opts to match up here, and it doesn't look like they are. And you know what that does, Sean? That builds trust with your other players when you're saying, hey, I've got you guys. Osmulski and Heller, you guys go out there and shut this line down.
Shot comes in, didn't miss by much. And they get it there. Great second effort. And it was Jackson on the first effort that nearly got rewarded. And they kept after it, and they take a 2-0 lead, Mike.
Yeah, it was a little nice eyes in the back of your head. And we've got Jackson Warzeka with a goal. I couldn't catch the number if that was Clark with the pass in front. But again, they are putting some energy and some speed to their forecheck, causing turnovers. And this one ended up in the back of the net. But I do believe that was Warzeka from Clark.
And just a moment earlier, Jackson nearly scored. But he pops one there. 2-0 Plymouth. Now trying to answer. TC West. Good battle to muscle that puck out, however. Good effort by Clark. I've liked his jump tonight. Number 11, Adrian Clark. It was indeed Warzeka. No doubt about that. And I know Clark got one assist, Mike. But here's TC West coming the other way, putting on the brakes. Spinning, turning, Clark back. Good defensive play in the corner. Nothing wrong with that. The officials agree. Back to the line. Charland at the blue line. Throws it in deep. Into the corner. Now punched in deep. Picked up there by Zachary Wansel. Clears it out the other side, and Charland chips it back in. Wansel now to the line. Backhanded out. Nope, they got to touch up. And that gives Plymouth a chance to get it out. That's exactly what Clark does there. Goes in deep as they go for changes. 11 to go here in this second period. Now see if they can get something going. Osmulski drives to the net, powers to the net. Nothing wrong with that. Go hard to the net, see what happens. But Villalobos up for the challenge. Hey, the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association promotes and supports hockey players and coaches to reach their fullest potential on the ice, in the classroom, and as citizens. For scores, standings, player stats, go to the Hub, mihshockeyhub.com.
And it's probably just what TCW coaches wanted to see. Carter Carroll, Barrett Shook, and Griffin Osmulski getting some pressure finally.
Oh, look at this. Muscling his way in. Backhand attempt. Nice stop there by Alonso.
Quite the rush by James Darty there, Sean. That was aggressive with the stick, hard to the puck, and getting it to the net, and Alonso stood up to the challenge.
2-0. 10:43 to go here in the second period. Plymouth on top. Played. Paddle down. Coming back out in front. Looks like it hit the goaltender right in the mask. He's no worse for the wear. As the puck goes up and out of play.
Well, we got to see if TCW could get something going here. Again, not only when 10 and 11 are on the ice, we've got to get another forward line out here. And here comes 23. Here comes their top line where Shrimpsa, Toten, and Seyfirth. You know, I got to say, Sean, we've had quite the name list for the games we've called this weekend. And once again, for the fifth straight game, I'll apologize to the families listening if I am messing up the names.
DiMaggio gives chase in the corner. That puck comes in the neutral zone, promptly knocked back in by Fitchett. Now Plymouth trying to tilt the ice themselves. Fitchett look for a centering pass, not home. TC West tries to get something going. Sherpsima, his centering pass can't connect. In back behind the Plymouth net. Big battle going on there. To the line, but not out. Charlin with an opportunity. Tipped in front. Couldn't pop it home. Boy, Drew Charlin, just a smart hockey player. You can see why they're so high on this junior number 11, Mike.
Yes, absolutely. He knows what to do with the puck, and he has confidence to go get that puck, carry it, possess it, and make the right play when he needs to.
Bodies flying in back behind the Plymouth net again. And we got a whistle down there. Call it on a hand pass, Mike, with 9:11 to go here. In this second period, Plymouth with a 2-0 lead.
I say my first extended look here at Plymouth, we know that top line, we know the top line's performing, but I got to say, James Darty and Austin DiCarlo are really supporting that top line well when they get their shifts out there.
Yep, no doubt about that.
Not sure what the commotion is going here, but we just had everybody on the ice, everybody off the ice, and I'm hearing a delay of game penalty, so we're going to go to a power play, probably what TCU liked, and let's see if they can work something. I've got a feeling 10 and 11 are going to be involved, Sean.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of that. No doubt about it. As they try to get one back, Mike, with Plymouth up 2-0. There is the above aforementioned Drew Charlin. Can't keep it in though, Mike. Power play opportunity here. Once again, Drew Charlin obtains the line. Low shot comes in. Another shot. Boy, didn't miss by much. Whistle blows. And they're going to say the draw.
I don't know if that shot was on net, but if it was, goaltender, and here's another name for us, Sean, Liam Villalobos.
You got it.
Got across post to post. I think he would have been there to make the save. That was a great effort out of that sophomore.
Plymouth wins the draw promptly, knocks it out of the zone. Here comes Charland. Charland. Back to Ray. You know these two are going to work together. Sherpsuma comes out as well. Long pass, intercepted, and knocked out of the zone by Wansel. Having to start over now. Ray to Charland. Charland's going to pump it in deep. Ray stepping in, high slot, scores! Nifty give and go there, Lincoln Seifert. To Kellen Ray, and he kept the shot low, and TC West on the board with a power play goal.
We said it. We knew 10 and 11 would be involved. How are you going to do it? You do it by having 10's got the puck. Ray, he passes it off to the side of the umbrella. Does he stand still waiting for the puck to come back? No, he puts himself into a shooting position, a passing lane, then gets to the shooting position, and he can shoot the puck, and we've got ourselves a game now.
2-1. Plymouth trying to take that momentum back, though, after that power play goal. 7:45 to go here in this second period. New life for TC West. Big battle in back behind the net as Plymouth trying to assert itself back in the attacking zone. Boy, tough hockey player there. Darty takes it off the arm and nearly comes in and creates a scoring chance for himself. Getting some help down there by Dominic DiMaggio, who sets up camp in front. Back to the near point. Stabnik just puts it in deep. Now it comes out. Numbers. Robertson tries to use Stabnik as a screen. Gets a shot away and another shot away. Finally an opportunity to clear it. Picked up by Ray in the neutral zone. Ray content just to shoot it. Took a strange bounce off of the dasher board, and off the glass. Now the captain, Fitchett, just throws it in deep as he obtained the center ice stripe and throws it in. But now coming the other way, Ray with the shot. Deflects in front, Lay in the high slot, now middle slot. Still laying there, still doing a battle for it. An opportunity to get it out, still can't get it out. Players diving, throwing it in deeper to the line, still kept in. Charland knocks it back in.
The two defensemen are doing their job keeping it in, but you got to admire the effort down low by these forwards.
Boy, impressive shift here. Look at Charland. Charland loses it for a second. Now he picks it back up. Charland with a centering pass, nobody home. Finally an opportunity to get it out for Plymouth, and they do. They've got numbers, but look who's back there first. Callan Ray. He's got the Titans goal tonight. Gives it to his defense partner, Charland. Can't connect. Pass comes back into neutral zone. Ray is going to pump this one back in. I think they got to go for a change. 10 and 11 were out there for a while. 10 came off, 11 still out there. And now finally he comes off as well, Mike, with 5:10 to go here in this second period. This is going to go the length of the ice for an icing.
Well, let's see with 10 and 11 off the ice. If Plymouth gets Werzeska, Clark, and Irvine on that on the ice without those two, because when they have dominated the offensive zone. But TCW got a power play, just what they needed to get that goal. Then a great shift out of Carroll, Shook, and Osmulski to start getting some momentum.
Here come Wildcats into the neutral zone. They lose it. TC West on it again. Good battle there in the corner. A couple guys muscling themselves off the puck. Schwartz wins that battle for the moment. Still battling in the corner. And an opportunity to get it out. That goes off the stick of Seaforth. All the way down. Nearly a tremendous giveaway there. Backhand pass. No-look pass. Lang to the side of the goaltender. Back behind his net. That's Heller. He's another good defender, I think, for TC West, Mike.
They seem to grow him up here like that, Sean. We'll be up here next year talking about him, I'm sure.
Okay, that sounds good. Opportunity to pump it back in, and that's exactly what Plymouth does with 4 minutes to go here in this second period. This game is a brand new one. Puck goes deep. Plymouth chips it out. That's DiMaggio giving chase. Callan Ray going to pin it for a second with DiMaggio there. Coming over as well as Mondro. Mondro back to the line. Not able to keep it in at the line. It's not the mistake, it's the recovery, though, as Schwartz was able to make amends and pump it back in the TC West zone. Home run pass misses, and that is going to be called on an icing. Hey, at Lawrence Technological University, your vision of competing in scholarship-level college athletics can be your reality. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while studying for a world-class undergraduate degree. Scholarships are available at LTURecruitYourself.com.
We've done a lot of talking, Sean, about the playoffs coming up and regionals. You can really see how Plymouth, with these top two lines and the energy that they bring, how they could make some noise when it comes time for the playoffs.
2-1, Plymouth on top with 3 minutes to go. By the way, Mike, I just happened to glance. Justin Herbert with 4 interceptions today. Wraparound attempt. Oh, that stopped the dangerous DiMaggio.
We're going to have a power play coming up here. And also, as you take a glance at that game, for those that are watching us, we thank you for watching us and not watching the NFL, but you might have an interest in the number 44, which the total is at right now. If you may, I cannot overstate that number means something to some people.
It might.
In some places.
You might, Rabbit. You might.
You might, Rabbit.
32-12 with 2 minutes to go. I have a feeling we're going to see some knees, though, Mike.
Yeah?
I think we're going to see some knees in that game. 20-point lead, 2 minutes to go. I have a feeling that 44 might be the number.
Okay. And that's an important number
5
to
minutes,
a lot
Mike.
of people.
They put 5 on the board. 5-minute penalty. So an extended power play there. 1 crack at it, 2 cracks at it. Look at Charlin going down, playing back up to his goaltender. Make sure to keep that out.
Yeah. So as this penalty goes forward, I would not be surprised if for the next 2 minutes and 38 seconds we see 10 and 11 out here on the backside for TCW. They've closed it to within a goal. This is going to be a huge 5-minute kill for this team.
Plymouth controls off the draw, well, at least for the moment. Now backhanded away. Good job staying with it. Landon Toten back in behind the net. Plymouth coming the other way. 4.5 minutes on that major penalty to Mason. Centering pass, no one home, stepping up, high slot, shot blocked on its way there, cleared the other way. Drew Charlin able to clear that.
You know, Jackson Ruzeka, we know he's got a great shot. He's offensive. He's got to be a little bit more patient at the top of that power play. Move that puck as guys are sliding to block it.
Big battle just inside the zone. And now outside of the zone. So far, TC West doing a good job killing off this major penalty. Fitchett behind his own net. Waits for traffic to clear. Makes the pass out of the zone. Up to Adrian Clark. Short side, big stop there. I'll tell you what, I think 11 has been arguably their best player. And Mike, Adrian Clark.
Yes, he's been everywhere at all times, and right there, he did what we were just talking about, patience. He could have shot that puck from the slot right there, but he had 2 defenders in front of him. He pushed it off to his line mate, Jackson Warzeka, for a nice shot. It was just that glove hand of Alonso that kept that from going in the net.
And an opportunity right off the draw to clear it all the way. All the way back in their zone. Wansel standing behind his net. Taken on the fly. Now far wing. Coming near side. Right in front of our broadcast vantage point is Wansel. Into the corner for Mondro. Coming near side. Wansel. Wansel takes a high shot. Misses everything. Kept just outside of the line. Chadwick has to wait for everybody to touch up. Misses the pass in the neutral zone. Mondro still on it though. Doing battle down front. Punt play there for a second. 1 crack. Can't get a second and third crack. And TC West able to clear it. Time for perhaps one more rush, Mike, with 25 seconds remaining in this period.
Great shift change there by TCW. Those guys jumped maybe a little bit early, but got themselves into play.
Plymouth gets it in. High slot area, nobody home though, nearly a break. Liam's going to come out and freeze that with 4 seconds remaining in this period.
Smart play. Don't force anything. Just cover it up. Take the whistle. Let's win the faceoff in our zone, and we'll go draw up a power play for the next 2.5 minutes when we start the third period.
Looks like a final score from Houston. Houston's going to come away with a 32-12 victory, Mike, to advance in the playoffs. I don't think a lot of people saw that one coming.
Not at all. I think a lot of people, especially with the injuries, wrote that Houston Texans team off, but DeMarco Ryan just said, not today.
Well, 34 minutes in the book. During the second intermission, we head back to the studio for our state champs Warrior Hockey Player of the Year and Walla Road Award, and we'll show you this week's Coach's Corner Spotlight here on the State Champs Network's Game Time Live.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Bogan, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Out here, it's not just about the hustle. It's about breaking the game. Every single day. Zeroing in on what we want, putting a target on it, and hitting the bullseye. Over and over again, because second best, that's for somebody else's story. The fire that fuels us, the bond that unites us, we don't just play the game. We set it ablaze. We break through.
All right, it's time now for our Warrior Hockey Player of the Year update. So, Sean, we talked to the committee over the holidays, and we're going to make some changes.
Yeah, this is how it works. Again, if you're new to this, we told you a few weeks ago that we would make changes periodically during the year, and over the holiday, we decided to make a couple of changes to our Player of the Year list.
And who are the two that are going in now?
Well, you could really pick a couple guys from Trenton, but I think the guy that stands out right now is Durbin. We saw him up close and personal when they played Stevenson. I thought he was outstanding. This is a guy that does a little bit of everything, one of the leaders of a really good Trojan team. And, the same thing could be said for Houghton. You could pick a couple of different players, but we decided to go with DeForge. And, it was interesting because I was talking to Mike, of course, the head coach up there, and he compared what he's doing to that of Patrice Bergeron. Now, I'll tell you what, if you watch this show, you understand hockey. Comparing somebody to Patrice Bergeron is a big compliment. This is a guy that can get it done at both ends of the ice, and that's what it's all about. John, on this list, you're talking about guys that play a 200-foot game, and certainly he applies to that. So, to me, no-brainers, no disrespect. Guys can earn their way back on. We've seen it before, but right now, those were the two changes we decided to go with.
And you can vote for Jace DeForge and Donovan Durbin on our website at statechampsnetwork.com. And that was our Warrior Hockey Player of the Year update. It's time now for our Coach's Corner, brought to you by our friends at the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. And we're going to spotlight the head coach at the Capital City Capitals, Joe Ford.
Boy, what a great guy. He does so much behind the scenes. I mean, not only for Cap City, but I think the game in general, not even just at the high school level. Fantastic guy, and I'll tell you what, you got to like what he's doing up at Cap City. They're a really good story. We had them ranked not that long ago. Don't be surprised if they don't find their way back in the rankings, but they're getting good goaltending. Sean Story's having a good year, and then Chase Potter's really leading the way up front. But it starts with Joe. Joe's a guy that gets the game, lives the game, loves the game. Big fan of Joe Ford's work.
Yeah, and just talk about also his work with the Coaches Association.
Yeah, he does so much for the game of hockey. I know he's done it at many different levels, but, when you have a guy that is so, meshed in with the game of hockey, doing some things for high school hockey and looking at it from what's the best interest for everybody. Boy, those are the type of guys that you want in positions like that can lead, that can help take this product to levels that we haven't seen. As good as it is right now, and it is, there's a next level there. And with guys like Joe Ford, I like the direction it's heading.
Yes, and they also went to the UP this past weekend. They lost to Calumet, but they had a good win over Hancock.
Yeah, and I love seeing those pictures. They do a good job getting all those pictures out there. I saw it on their Twitter account. I saw it on Coach Ford's Twitter account as well. It's a special thing. We talked about it on our last show, and I'm so glad that a lot of the guys all around the state have that opportunity to experience what is a really special trip.
We're going to make a special shout out to Easton Reber from the Cap City. He did the worm in the post-game celebration.
I think I pulled 5 muscles and popped my hamstring just watching that. But that's the fun that we're talking about. Get that stuff out on social media and let everybody know what a magical place high school hockey is.
So good luck to Joe Ford and the rest of the Capital City Capitals the rest of the season. And that was our Coach's Corner, brought to you by our friends at the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. It's time now for our Wall Award update, brought to you by our friends at Warrior Hockey. Sean, we talked to the committee on the Wall Award over the holiday break, and we're also going to be making some changes to our top 10.
Yeah, much like we say with Player of the Year. And goalie was different this year, John, because I thought that there was a huge group of guys that could make a pitch, and a couple guys have stuck out. We mentioned one earlier. What did you say? 174 saves for Tice against CC. We can't look past that anymore. I mean, he is a big part of the reason why you're seeing Cranbrook near the top of the Division III ranks again. And boy, I'll tell you what, a lot of people talk about what's happening up front for Powers, and rightfully so, but they got a pretty darn good goaltender back there as well. And a lot of the guys that have seen Powers play, again, this is word of mouth from not only guys on our committee, but guys that have played these teams. Pretty hard to deny Clark up at Flint Powers as well. So again, you can make your way back on the list if your play dictates it. But
good example was Levi Pinella a couple years ago. He was taken off the list. He came back on, and he won the Wall Award. So anything can happen. So if you do get removed from the list and you get back on, your votes come back on. So not like you have to start back at zero.
Yeah, and John, to that point, you know what? We can't argue when guys are putting up the numbers, when they're playing as well as they are. And certainly that was a case. And right now you're talking about 2 guys that earn their way on this list.
You can vote for Blake Tice and Hunter Clark at our website at statechampsnetwork.com. And that was our Warrior Hockey Wall Award update.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Lieboy, Sennebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Out here, it's not just about the hustle. It's about breaking the game. Every single day. Zeroing in on what we want, putting a target on it, and hitting the bullseye. Over and over again, because second best, that's for somebody else's story. The fire that fuels us, the bond that unites us, we don't just play the game. We set it ablaze. We break through.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Third period about to start here at this beautiful facility, Center Ice Arena, Traverse City, Michigan. Of course, the Denowith North-South High School Hockey Showcase. He's Mike Ibeso. I'm Sean Belegian. Mike, anybody's hockey game with 17 minutes to play. It's 2-1 Plymouth. Yes, they've got 2 minutes and 12 seconds of a power play, but anybody's hockey game. So here we go with third period action. Plymouth again with now about 2 minutes of power play time left. See if they can get something going. Darty comes back, retrieves the puck behind his own net, hands it off with speed. Nice rush here. Big shot, stopped by Alonso. Into the corner and out into the neutral zone. Darty on the far side. The dangerous number 11, Adrian Clark, lurking. He's working on it in the corner. Now he sets up shop, mid-slot area. Backhand, pass comes, blocked, scores! Deflection on the power play. And that's a big one. After one of the players sold out, I think it was Charlin blocking a shot, Mike. It looked like a bad bounce. And in the net.
Just what you want on the power plays. Your guy's battling. 18 gets it and just finds Chaka. Again, the guy seems to be everywhere, but persistent. The first one shot was blocked by Charlin, and even Alonso came back to get a piece of the second one, but he was not going to be denied. But look at the effort behind the net by Braden Irvine to get that puck to him to start that play.
16:03 to go. They still have power play time up on the clock, Mike.
Yep. And once again, our man on the spot, John Watson,
it's what
has
he does.
The exact time that they should be putting back on the clock for this power play. And it seems like Captain Obvious to say, but Sean, that was a huge goal.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Because it was a major penalty, that time Chris Mason's will go back on the clock, and you're never going to believe it. It is 1-1-6. John Watson right, the world wrong. 3-1, Plymouth on top. Chadwick back behind his own net. Coming with speed now, out of their own end. Play called at the line on the offside. Hey, at Lawrence Technological University, your vision of competing in scholarship-level college athletics can be your reality. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while studying for a world-class undergraduate degree. Scholarships are available at lturecruityourself.com. Try doing one of those reads with that ooga chaka ringing in your ear. You should give me a bonus for that, Watson.
Not quite the soundtrack we were looking for.
No. I'm hooked on a feeling, however. Wristed down the ice. Coming back in his own zone, Zachary Wansel. Throws it out and dumped into the TCW zone. Having to start over again and back to Wansel. Throw it in deep, in behind the net. Giving chase back there is Charland. He's had a fine night, comes as advertised. Here's TC West making a bid, short-handed, puck deflected up into the protective netting and out of play.
Yeah, nice.
With only 3 seconds remaining in that penalty, Mike.
Nice little rush by Landon Touton there, but a great back check by Jack Chadwick. On the power play, sometimes you might get caught on something like that, but he didn't quit. He got all the way back and had a nice stick.
I wish they would have kept that song playing. I like that song. I don't care. I love it. All right, so back to 5-on-5. Charland can't pump it back in. 2 here. Clark, nice. Glove stopped by Alonso there. 14.5 to go, Mike. That's a big stop.
A big stop again on this line with Wierzurka and Klock. What they really want is some more goals, and they're bringing the energy, and they could get some if they catch this team sleeping.
It's a good point. I can't believe that was a thing, those Spice Girls. That just strange times, those late 90s. Strange
I know
times.
you and your...
Look out, glove. Hand a little shaky there. Popped out of the glove, but no worse for the wear. Keep it in front of him. Good job, Alonso. Long pass, doesn't connect. Can we get back to the Spice Girls?
Now, just what we needed, a whistle, so I could ask.
Go ahead.
Because you always blow my mind with your memory. How long ago was that? To me, that seems like it's got to be 30 years.
96, 97. 96,
so
97.
So 28 years ago. All right, I was just saying, it seems like it was about 30 years ago.
I'll tell you what I want,
forever.
what I really, really want.
I mean, and David Beckham's still kicking with one of the Spice Girls, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Posh, right? Isn't her Victoria? Victoria Beckham, yeah.
So was it Victoria Spice?
Yeah, I think she was called Posh Spice.
Hot Spice, that's
Posh,
for sure.
P-O-S-H. Are we really having a conversation about the Spice Girls? This is what happens when we're 5 games in, fellas. Shots on goal now and even 19 apiece. Plymouth with a 3-1 lead. Any thoughts on Hey Ya as we hear Outcast now on the DJ system?
We got Darty and DiCarlo out here, Sean. 2 guys that bring a lot of speed to the game. Let's see if they can create something down in this offensive zone.
Shot from the point, deflected off the goaltender, high off the glass, which stays in that TC West zone. Coming out strong, power move there by 14 DiCarlo. He can't connect, and an opportunity to skate out now. Seaforth loses it along the half boards, gets it back, pumps it in deep. Tough angle shot, can't get through. DiCarlo now, an opportunity to get it out, does into the neutral zone. Wrist shot blocked. Good job getting the body in front by Osmowski. And now back into the neutral zone. Quinn Fitchett wearing the C. for the Wildcats. He's content just to dump it in with 13 minutes to go in this 3-1 game. Picking up some speed in his own end. Robertson. Speaking of speed, Chadwick. Chadwick back.
Do you think they wanted DiCarlo off the ice there? It was kind of a long shift.
Long shot comes in. Chipped out into the neutral zone. With some speed, Eric Chartrand. Chartrand carries up. Along the half boards, Counselor gets it out into the neutral zone and just chipped in by Callan Ray, in behind the net. Played the other way, giving chase. Wansel, that big body to the line. Wansel forced back as long with Chadwick. Big battle in the corner. As the clock runs, 11:50 to go here. Shot from 60 feet, no problem there. Charlin throws it in deep. Comes around the other side. Mason starts one way, now the other. Oh, in tight. Didn't miss by much. On their heels are these Wildcats. There's another opportunity. Rebound comes out. Dangerous rebound. Still can't clear it. Finally an opportunity to do so. And all the way on the net. They're going to have to get off quick because they're not getting the icing call. 3-1 the score. With 11:05 to go here, Mike Ivesil.
A lot of action on the bench here, Sean.
Yes, there is.
Got a lot going
Stabnik, long pass, good pass. Makes one man miss. Can't make the second miss. TC West trying to get something going.
I tell you, Sean, though, every time they get something going, Villabos has an answer in net for Plymouth.
Aiden Clark tried to bat that down. Now coming the other way. They've got numbers. Good job staying home by the defender, Stabnik. He's had some moments tonight. Wyatt Stabnik has been a force back there on the blue line. With 10:15 to go, Mike. Sometimes it doesn't manifest itself in numbers, right? You just make the smart play, and I think you've seen that a little bit out of some players here tonight.
Yeah, it's all about patience, taking your time, not forcing the play because of how hard these teams are playing in forecheck, and it would be very easy to make a mistake.
Oh, look out, giveaway in front. But shift away into the corner. High shot. Misses wide. On the bounce. Hits something on the way there. Rubbed out back in behind the net. TC West throwing the kitchen sink at him, but now Plymouth comes the other way with this 3-1 lead. Darty getting dirty down there with DiMaggio. Throws it to the point. Nobody home. I think TC West going to make a change. Pass comes out. Darty can't chip it in, but right on the stick of number 21, Mason. Mason goes in. Now he goes out. Throws inside. Shot off the post, outside of the post. That's from Counselor. Now here they come again. As the puck comes near the corner, Plymouth there first. High off the boards, takes a bounce, doesn't get out, shot back in with 8:40 to go. Swift moving third period.
We're up 4 minutes without a whistle here, and as you can tell, this is an important time to make sure you've got clean line changes so you're not out there too long.
Absolutely. Giving chase now is Chadwick. Chadwick behind his own net. Chadwick loses it. Stepping up, the dangerous Charlin, and I think we're going to get a power play here. TC West about to go on the power play. Ray with a shot, finally gloved down. Hey, take your game to the next level with Reaction Technologies, elevating athlete safety and performance. Follow them at Reaction Tech on all social media. Big power play here, Mike.
Yes, this is a huge power play. I'm sure they're going to have, again, they're going to try to work 10 and 11. As we saw the one time, they had the umbrella going. 10, Ray passed it off to the wing. He moved his feet, got into a lane to receive the pass, and got the shot off. Moving forward, I expect to see some real good line changes out of Plymouth coming forward.
Well, you know who's working the points here. Make no mistake about that. You've got 11 and 10 back there. Drew Charlin, the junior, and the dynamic Callan Ray, the senior. Ray fights off the check, keeps it himself on the backhand, looking, head up, back to the point to Charlin. He nearly loses it, but coming back for support is Lincoln Safer, another junior player. Dot to dot, shot comes in. Oh, look at Liam flashing that glove.
And that's not easy, Sean. That wasn't just a guy coming down and shooting the puck. He doesn't have to move. He had to go post to post to make that save, and that shot went back where he came from, and he flashed that glove just like you said. Nice save, Villalobos.
7.5 to go. Plymouth controls this draw. A chance to get it out. Quinn Fitchett does just that. Boy, if TC West can get one here, Mike, there's a ton of time to think about the equalizer. But it's easier when you're on a power play. And the veteran Ray knows that. He tries to pump it in deep. You can hear the bench clamoring for a hold there. The referees say no, play it. Back in around the net. To the point. Charland. To Ray. Ray with a wrister. That was a wicked wrister. Rolled towards the net. And oh boy, Liam had to be careful down there again. Villalobos with 6:44 to go.
You can tell that they talked between periods about their penalty kill because they got a power play goal in the second period, Sean. Right now, they've got guys almost parked right next to Charland and Ray. They are not going to let those two defensemen beat them on this power play.
35 seconds remaining in this minor penalty to Dominic DiMaggio. Good job by Plymouth getting it out. He's had a strong night tonight. His number 11, Adrian Clark. Another junior. Some pieces on this Plymouth team to be sure, Mike.
Yes, they've got the pieces to make a run, Sean. We've talked about this team a lot.
Callan Ray. Outside, big stop there by Villalobos.
And then when you add a goaltender like Villalobos to the pieces that they have, Sean, it makes it real difficult. This is a formula for a winning team.
8 seconds remaining in this power play. Big draw here. Laying the dot for a second, and finally controlled by Plymouth. Off the boards and out. Boy, and having to be very careful there. Nearly a break the other way for Heller. He was able to send it back in. Zach Wansel takes it over, back to Wansel. In the near side with 5:55 to go. 3-1 lead, Plymouth on top. Nearly a giveaway inside the zone. Still inside the zone, finally able to punch it back out. TC West has to touch up. Rubbed off there is Chadwick. Throws it in behind the net as TC West gives chase. Dangerous pass in front of their own net to the line and finally out. Chipped ahead. Mondro for a moment. After it again. Got the stick up. Got the stick up underneath 16. The linesman saw it, Mike. I'm not sure the official saw it. Let's see if they have a conversation about it momentarily. To the line. Knocked down. Put a body on him. All the way back. Fitchett with 5 minutes to go here. Puck to the line. Opportunity Boy, good low shot there by number 9, Shook. TC West really coming on now, Mike. Out shooting Plymouth 26-20. But here comes Plymouth the other way. DiCarlo plays it in the corner to himself. Centering pass. Nearly deflected up. Clock continues to run. And now a danger to this TC West team down by 2 goals. Drew Charlin by himself. Sends it to Callan Ray. Callan Ray backhand pass in front. Staying home and knocking it away. They've got numbers going the other way to Plymouth, but quickly getting back, guess who? The speedster, number 11, Drew Charlin. What could have been a 2-on-1 was easily turned away. Plymouth knocks it back out into the neutral zone with under 4 minutes to go in this game. Now playing it back. Quinn Fitchett. Is Plymouth content just to chip it in deep? Try to get the forecheck going and eat some of this clock.
And get it out of their zone. TCW's forecheck was causing a lot of problems, and in a close game, that could be trouble.
3.5 to go. 3-1 game. Fitchett takes over in his own zone. You can hear his partner talking to him over here. And that's Chadwick. Chadwick does what he should, just sends her in deep. As reinforcements come out, they're able to change. Get some fresh troops out there, these Wildcats. Saucer pass doesn't connect. Cock, Mike, really a danger now with 2:50 to go here in this 3-1 game.
Yeah, don't walk away because it's a 2-goal game. TCW is much in this game, and they're 1 shot away from making this real close.
There's a shot right there, deflected in front, and almost saw that shot right there. Hey, there's always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials every year. Over 1,000 new officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, stay close to the game, and so much more. Log on to mhsaa.com for more info.
Tell you what, Sean, TCW is doing their job, doing what they need to do, but Liam Villalobos is having none of it. He is not letting anything by him, and he is just racking up the saves as we go along.
Couple of fans in here tonight. Boy, what a fun weekend here. Again, I cannot thank all the great folks at Traverse City enough for helping us out all weekend long with their hospitality, with their lodging, with the eats here at the rink, with giving us all the room that we need up here. They even offered a landing pad for the chopper, which was outstanding. We appreciate every single bit of it.
I'm so glad the chopper got brought up, Sean, because is it a weekend with the boys if you don't get a chopper?
No, you need a chopper. You need a chopper. There's no doubt about that. And special thanks to John Watson, who is going to pack the crew up and drive us all home tonight. Thank you, John Watson.
And for those of you out there that like a little gambling, we're going to set the over-under at 3 hours and 20 minutes until we are in Sean's driveway.
I bet he can do it. I
know he can.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet against John Watson. I'm just not. There's the kid cam. John Kidd squishing his way off the ice.
He can't sneak up on anybody, can he?
No way. Can't do it. By the way, Baltimore took a 7-0 lead on the Steelers. That puck high off.
That was coming our way if it doesn't
really
hit
was.
Is that a girder? Is that what they would call that? Or a stanchion?
Girder.
Girder? All right, yeah.
You know,
whatever it is, I'm glad it's there.
Connie Denowith said that we can blow that horn up there. Do we really want to do that? That's a very loud horn up there. Maybe when it's all done, We'll ask Kevin Trozinski if he wants to blow that horn. Shot from Ray, misses just wide. Empty net the other way, Mike. Always the right decision at this juncture of the game. That puck comes out into the TC West zone. Charlin gives chase, heads the other way, knocks it down. Backhanded attempt. Clock will continue to run. Icing waved off, of course, Mike, because that was tipped by a Titan stick. 1:55 to go here. Plymouth with a 3-1 lead. Sent in deep. Fitchett gets down there. Coming out with the puck. Back to the point. Drew Charlin. Charlin with a wrist shot. Didn't miss by much. Battle along the half boards. Comes to the line. Kept in. Whistle blows. Draw will stay in that Plymouth zone. Don't forget, Mike Ivesel has the 3 stars at the end of the game.
Yes. And the battle that has ensued tonight, in which we couldn't have been happier to have as our 5th game to do with the excitement here. These players made it real tough to narrow it down to 3, Sean. What a game.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That is going to just miss on that empty net attempt. So we'll do it all over again. Now, Mike, you can get away with that with a 2-goal lead.
Yes.
All right, it's a 1-goal lead. I'm screaming at you right now.
And
2-goal lead, you can get away with that.
And we are so close to the bench, we would have heard the screaming as we've been hearing all game.
That's
here.
a really good point.
I'm going to check and see here. They've been given 11 and 10 on the D, a little bit too much room here, and they've been getting some chances. I'd like to see if they could cut them off a little bit.
Extra attacker on. The net is empty. Back to the point. 16 at the point now. Counselor's shot way up in the roof. Around where they hang those rafters.
Rafters. That was the word we were probably looking for. I don't even know what a girder is, but it sounded good.
Yeah. Occasionally you hear words like that, and you don't know what they mean, but they kind of sound smart.
Kind of like mercury, right? So the words
why
that are
do
really
you
tough to
see?
say.
Now you're taunting me. I could not say that word. I kid you not. Mercury. I would always say mercury. Mercury. Last minute of play in this 3rd period. Ray, deflected, just missed. Set up nicely from Ray. Counselor just couldn't get it to fix. Back to the point. Charlin, another shot miss. Ray on it. They're working hard. Pump it back in deep. Once again, that's Fitchett down there. Fitchett wearing the C. With 3 guys around him. Puck is knocked loose. Off the boards. Out of the zone. With 20 seconds to go. TC West has to tag up. Look at this rush. Charlin trying to do it himself. Can't do it. Puck is out. I think we're going to get an empty netter, Mike. Backhand. Score! There is your empty netter.
And it just wouldn't be complete if we didn't get another hat trick for this weekend. And there's the hat trick goal for number 7, Jackson Warszczewska. I've said it different every time, but that one felt better. Warszczewska with the Hattie.
Attaboy. Fun night here at the Center Ice Arena in Traverse City, Michigan. Nice to see a lot of old friends from not only here in Traverse City, but all over the hockey community. That is going to do it. Your final tonight, after we all had a heart attack, Plymouth knocks off TC West by a score of 4-1.
Who does that?
Before we get out of here, Mike, do you want to take a look at the 3 stars here tonight?
Yes, as I said, Sean, when a game like this and the effort that these kids gave today, it is a real tough job to do the 3 stars. And this could have been the first fumble that Mr. Watson had. But we're going to start with the number 3 star, who is number 10, Callan Ray, defenseman for TCW. We saw him last year. He was one of my 3 stars last year. He had another game today. It could have been a few other, but we're going to go with number 10, Callan Ray. Our number 2 star of the game, Jackson Warszewska, with the hat trick and an apple for 4 points. Let me read to you from our game notes right here, Sean. Unreal motor, and Jackson showed that tonight.
He sure
our
did.
number 1 star, and it should be a surprise to nobody because he laid the clamps down and just ensured that his Plymouth Wildcat team would come away with the win, Liam Villalobos.
What a fun time here. I can't thank our crew enough. I can't thank the staff here at Center Ice Arena enough. Our hosts were outstanding. Mike, always a pleasure with you. Most importantly, thank you for joining us wherever you may be. Your final tonight, Plymouth comes away with a 4-1 victory. Good.
State Champs Sports Network is presented by Florence Technological University. You can play sports at the next level. Go to LTURecruitYourself.com today. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by Alta Equipment, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider, proudly representing the industry's top brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. Warrior Hockey, Breakthrough, the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. For schedule, scores, and standings, go to the hub, mihshockeyhub.com. Reaction Technologies, up your game. Go to reactiontechsports.com for more information. Lake Moore Resort is a luxury lakefront property located 15 minutes from Traverse City. Open year-round. Go to lakemoreresort.com to book your stay. And the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.